Imagine this, you're on stage ready to take a solo. Your palms are sweaty, your heart is racing. You start playing, but it sounds like every other generic bass solo out there. Now, picture the same scenario, but this time you're effortlessly weaving magic bass lines. That's the power of upper structures. And Mike Bendy. If you ever felt stuck playing the same old boring bass lines, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to share 3 incredibly easy shapes that you can start using today to unlock the hidden power of upper structures. You'll be able to add splashes of color to impress your audience without breaking a sweat. Let's dive in and elevate your playing to the next level. I'm Sascha on bass. Let's go. So, what exactly are upper structures? Simply put, they're the notes that live above the 7th degree of a chord, like the 9th, 11th and 13th. Sorry, the TH is pretty hard for me. These extensions are derived from the major scale of the chord's root note. It's the notes between the chord tones 1 octave up. For instance, in a C major 7 chord, the upper structure notes would be D, F sharp and A. Now, you might be wondering how these notes can take your solos from crap to fab. Well, by incorporating upper structure notes, you're introducing fresh textures and tonalities that goes beyond the basic triad or 7 chord.
Let's have a quick test and see if you can hear the difference between a major 7 chord tone based improvisation and a major 7 tension based improvisation. Here are 2 examples. This is the first one. And here is the second one. So what's your guess? Here's the answer. I think the tensions sound a bit more interesting and open.
And if it sounded garbage to you, then you're fucking basic. Jazz! 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 Jazz!
Suddenly, your line has transformed from a simple, straightforward sound to a rich, sophisticated melody. It's like upgrading from a plain black t-shirt to a Sea Shepherd t-shirt. It's still the same foundation, but with an added touch of class and refinement. You can create melodies that weave in and out of the upper structure notes, adding an element of surprise and intrigue to your playing. Alright, let's dive into 3 easy shapes that will transform your bass playing from ordinary to extraordinary. First up, we have a shape starting from the 7th of the C major 7 chord, which is B. Now, by playing a B minor 7 chord, you'll be highlighting the 7, 9, sharp 11 and 13 of the original chord. So you'll have all the candy notes in there. This shape adds a rich, complex flavor to your solo lines. So that is, in a major 7 chord, you can play a minor 7 chord from its 7. Have a listen. First, I will play a simple major 7 arpeggio so you can hear the difference. When you start incorporating these extensions into your solos, you'll notice that your lines will have a more modern, jazzy feel. Instead of relying on the same old pentatonic scales or arpeggios, extensions are even more effective when they are played in the high register of your instrument, above the 12th fret. Now, the next one I used for many years and you probably know it too because it's a popular way of thinking. Check out what I'm doing and see if you can guess it. Did you get it? What I just did was playing an E-7 chord. So I started a -7 chord from the 3rd of the C major 7. You'll be accentuating the 3, 5, 7 and 9. This shape creates a lush and rich sound that'll make your solo stand out. Alright, the next one I learned from Anthony Muthuraja.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Anthony Muthuraja here, back with a new video lesson for y'all.
And it really blew my mind because of its simplicity. Check out what I'm doing. Huh? Did you get it? I started with the same chord structure, major 7, but from the 5th of the C major 7. So I played G major 7. It emphasizes the 5, 7, 9 and sharp 11. This shape brings a bright, uplifting quality to your playing. Perfect for those moments when you want to add a touch of optimism to your solo. The awesome thing is that I just have to think the same chord shape from the 5th with this amazing sounding result. Now, here's the crazy part. The order of these shapes on a major 7 chord is incredibly simple to remember. Starting from the root of the chord and moving up the 3rd, 5th and 7th, the shape order to use is major 7 on the root, -7 on the 3rd, major 7 on the 5th, and again -7 on the 7th. Major, minor, major, minor. It's an insanely easy pattern to memorize and to apply to any major 7 chord. You see? Another helpful strategy is to visualize the shapes as movable units on the fretboard. Once you've mastered them in one position, try shifting them up and down the neck to explore different tonal colors and expand your soloing range, giving your lines fluidity. Your lines will have a fresh, exciting sound that'll captivate the audience and impress your fellow musicians. But as with any new techniques, there are some common pitfalls to watch out for when using these upper structure shapes. In the next part of this video, we'll explore how to avoid falling into the trap of over-relying on one shape or staying in a single position for too long. Now that you've got these 3 easy shapes under your belt, let's talk about how to maximize their impact in your solos. It's not enough to just know the shapes, you've got to use them effectively. One common pitfall is over-relying on one shape or staying in a single position for too long. As Gary Willis points out,
what I really try to do is mix and match them.
Yeah, so you weave in and out.
Yeah, because and recombine them. Because if you stay in one for more than 4 notes, it sounds like you're practicing your pentatonic.
to avoid this, practice switching between different shapes of chords, pentatonics and scales, as well as positions on the fretboard, making sure not to play more than a few notes in one shape before moving to a new one. This will keep your solos dynamic and interesting. Remember, understanding the simplicity behind these upper structure shapes and practicing them rigorously can make improvisation less stressful and more fun. As you gain confidence in using these techniques, your solos will become more colorful, more sophisticated, and you'll be able to express yourself more freely and creatively without worrying of hitting the wrong notes. So don't be afraid to experiment with these shapes and see where they take you. The more you play with them, the more you'll discover new ways to incorporate them into your solos. And as you become more comfortable with these techniques, you'll find that your playing becomes more fluid, more expressive and more enjoyable. Alright, I hope you liked this video. If you want to support me continuing these videos, I think you know what you can do. If you want to dive deeper into mastering modern bass techniques, check my video on how to sound like Arpeggios. There we explore even more advanced concepts that will help you take your playing to the next level. Remember, the key to success is consistent practice and the willingness to experiment with new ideas. So grab your bass and let's start making some music that truly stands out from the crowd. Thanks for watching, have a good one, and see you next time.